Good day, Bouj, LA Beast here. And you know what? Today I've spent a lot of time on your channel watching some of your YouTube videos, such as mixing the Packy One Chip Challenge with Mad Dog 357 Plutonium number 9, the world's hottest food additive. Then you handle that like an absolute boss. And then I've just finished up watching your, I guess, eating style video about gluttony. And I listened to the song that you created entitled Gluttony. And first and foremost, as you're like shredding on the guitar, Bouj, like you're obviously a great musician. You're very creative and talented with the lyrics that you come up with that are related to things that you enjoy, such as trucking and eating competitive food competitively. And I have some notes here. We're gonna break down your song Gluttony, which is it's an amazing song. You know what? Let's just jump right into it. Bouj. And yeah, like in your video, you're like, this is Bouch, and then like there was like Bouj, and then there's like Bouj. So I'm just gonna hopefully just Bouj. Hopefully it just sounds right from this point on. But you know what? Gluttony is in fact, according to your song, one of the 7 deadly sins. But another one of the 7 deadly sins, Bouj, is sloth. You know what? I have no idea what the meaning of sloth, the deadly sin, means. But here I was actually holding a sloth down in the Amazon rainforest, which is pretty cool. And you know what? The crazy thing is, I started my competitive eating career. I joined Major League Eating. And I think at my height, I was ranked number 16th. Best competitive eater within Major League Eating. Yeah, and like I always knew where I stood. I knew everybody who was better than me. There were people ranked below me that were better than me that I never beat in competition. But yeah, here was my first ever competitive eating contest. Thanksgiving 2011. That's Sony the Black Widow Thomas, Eric Badlands Booker, Crazy Legs Conti, Maria Edible. And I came in dead last. But I had so much fun that I went on to compete in multiple different contests throughout the country in 2011, 2012, and then 2013. But exactly, gluttony. I definitely learned about gluttony. There are obviously people in this world, Bouj, that are starving. And to like go up on a stage and like shovel as much food into your face to where you feel like you're nauseous, you're fighting nausea, which is not easy. I can understand why there are people that protest against competitive eating. But the one thing I didn't like, like you mentioned stretching your stomach. And like the way that the way that I learned from what a lot of competitive eaters did to stretch their stomach, they would take a gallon of liquid. They specifically know, did I train with a gallon of spoiled milk when I would try and stretch my stomach? No. But literally, like you chug down a gallon of water as fast as possible, and it rapidly expands your stomach. I guess your stomach is like a balloon, and like it stretches it out. But there are competitive eaters that can take down 3 gallons of liquid. And just like when I failed to drink that sour milk, and I spewed in my landlord's washing machine, Bouj. Yes, like you have to get that water out of your system, or it can like drown your organs. There was a competitive eater that like couldn't get the 3 gallons out of his body, and he had like some brain damage. So I was like, shit. I was like, I don't. Yeah, it's like I had to like chug things down and then throw them back up, and then I would starve myself for about 2 or 3 days, heading into a contest. And then I would just eat until I was full, and then after the contest, blah, like I would get it all out of my system. Do you think Joey Chestnut can hold 74 hot dogs in his body? Absolutely not. No way. Can I speak for Joey Chestnut? No, I can't. But pretty sure he does not. Now, we're going to wrap this. I don't know if we're going to wrap this up here pretty soon, but my question to you, Bouj. I started training eating cantaloupe. And I would get like 2 6-pound bowls of cantaloupe. Is eating 12 pounds of cantaloupe in one sitting, is that considered gluttony? As I was trying to stretch my stomach, I don't know. You tell me. because you wrote the song, and it seems like you're an expert. I know you're an expert on gluttony. No, you know what? I'm also an expert on gluttony. The Super Bowl of competitive eating, Bouj, is like to make it to the Nathan's 4th of July hot dog contest on the 4th of July. I actually worked in Brooklyn where the contest is held, and I would walk by like where they have the contest, and like I showed him, I'm like, I'm part of Major League Eating. My goal is to try and make it to the contest on the 4th of July. And the people there would sell me like bags of 70 hot dogs at a discount. And I did that weekly. And what I would do, this is 100% gluttony, probably 2 or 3 times a week, I would cook up 30 hot dogs and buns. And I would just do like practice run after practice run after practice run. And I think it was like 2 months from May to June of 2012, I consumed over 700 hot dogs and buns. I did a few different you have to win a qualifying match. And I practiced with hot dogs the night before. And then I got on an airplane the next day and I almost spewed into the airplane bag. You don't feel well with that many hot dogs in your system. But in Cleveland, Ohio, there I was pretty jacked. Again, fair enough. I went from 240 pounds to 286 pounds in that 2-month time frame, representing gluttony at its finest. I consumed 25 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. That looks like a moob. That looks like one piece of a man boob. And as you can see, bam, I had multiple chins. In that specific year, Crazy Legs Conti, I feel like my nose is going to start to bleed. And if that... Okay, I don't know. I feel like something just was about to fly out of my nose, and we're good to go, Bouj. Crazy Legs Conti, they said, took one more bite of a hot dog, and he consumed 25 and a quarter, and he got to go to Nathan's instead of me, and I had to drive 8 hours home from Cleveland to the state of New Jersey. You know what? Each year, fair. I would definitely say the thing that actually inspired me. You mentioned Man vs. Food in your gluttony music video there, which was also an inspiration for me. I was like, oh, this is pretty awesome. Like, what I can go out and eat these giant cheeseburgers and stuff like that. But like prior to that, I would always actually watch the Nathan's 4th of July hot dog contest, and I've probably been to about 5 or 6 of them in person. And recently, like every single year after the contest, there's like a party in New York City, and it's always fun, like going and hanging out and seeing everybody. There's Joey Chestnut. He knows who I am, the LA Beast. But every time I see him, like he like ignores me. They're like he like looked over, he's like hello, and then like took a photo with that guy. But like he is a focused man, and I would definitely say if there's a king of gluttony that ranks right up there, Joey Chestnut is your man. To where obviously you know what, exercise is definitely important if you're going to participate in gluttony. Then there was Jesus. Okay, there was actually a television show. It was called The Glutton Bowl on Fox in like 2002. You should go back and rewatch The Glutton Bowl. To where I was actually inspired by Don Moses Lerman. He consumed 7 quarter-pound sticks of butter in 5 minutes. And like for years, nobody like even touched or attempted to break that record. And then I consumed 8 salted sticks of butter in 3 minutes and 16 seconds. And I believe people have even like beaten that record since. But yes, to eat straight up sticks of butter, you can feel your arteries clogging. So with gluttony, Bouj, and I think you should definitely include this in any updated version of your song Gluttony. You should definitely say, like, if you're going to participate in gluttony, make sure to mow the lawn, because mowing the lawn is great exercise. And when I gained that 40 pounds eating hot dogs, I actually was able, with that 40 pound, having 40 extra pounds of muscle and fat, mostly fat, I bench pressed 405 pounds. I don't know how to translate that into Canadian pounds, eh? No, but there I was. I had a ginormous body with a tiny head. And fair enough. You know what? For me, mowing the lawn, lifting weights, it's a great way to help me to lose some weight after doing a competitive eating contest. But probably just like this guy, you shredding on your guitar, playing music. I guarantee that's exercise in and of itself. Now, I don't know if you've heard of the band Meshuggah, because I have not. But this guy, they were playing a concert in Chicago in front of 3,000 people, and somehow he was wearing my Have a Good Day t-shirt. Now, and also with guitars, if you've ever gotten frustrated, and if you ever get frustrated in the future, Bouj, you already probably know this, don't use a guitar as a weapon and or baseball bat. When I failed to build this science experiment here, after 4 weeks, I was pissed off and kablam. I obliterated it using a guitar, but I learned the valuable lesson that guitar strings will actually slice your fingers. Yeah, and I was going to say, what instruments do I play? Not many. And in 5th grade, at a winter concert, there I was, just in case you can't. I was definitely a large, fat, white guy wearing a white shirt. I played the saxophone. And my problem was I didn't know how to read the notes. So this entire concert, this kid, Matt actually fell off the stage. The entire concert, I was like air playing the saxophone. And the guy next to me, Alex, he's like, "Come on, man, pick it up. And I was like, and like my parents were there filming the Christmas concert. Matt fell off the stage. And you know what? That's actually pretty amazing. I actually have footage of this concert, and I actually want to go back and watch the point to where Matt fell off the stage. I was like, holy shit. So whatever you do, have a great stage presence when you're on the stage. And then I was going to say, for me, I just enjoy listening to music. Radiohead is not my all-time favorite band, but I enjoy many songs. Here I was at Madison Square Garden eating magic brownies. And there was a guy, his name was Dax the Ginger Swanson. It was at the 2012 Deep Fried Asparagus Contest in Stockton, California. And he tested the theory of, like, can you get high as hell, get the munchies, and, like, eat a whole lot of food? Well, at least in his case, the answer is no, as he came in last place. And then he proceeded to continue to eat edibles. He continued to smoke and get high, drink way too many beers, and, like, he lost his shit. Now we had to, like, carry him home. And the crazy thing is, then he had, like, a child in the next few months, and, like, he stopped drinking altogether, and I haven't heard from him since. Now, as far as breaking your jaw, we have to wrap this up because I've been talking way too long here. As far as, like, breaking your jaw when eating a 10-pound steak, which I heard in your song Gluttony, Bouj, you should always, the rule, if you don't do it already, you should get your steak medium rare. Now, was this actually an eating challenge? No, it wasn't. This was my 36th birthday. Now, the restaurant I go to, it's just like everything is bigger. That's what she said. But yes, fair enough. I guess on my 36th birthday, I was like, I am not leaving here until I finish this steak, because steak is my favorite food. That's how thick. It was like really, yeah, that was that thick. That's what she said again. But it was like a nice medium rare to where you could just kind of like take one bite, just swallow it down. And even though I had to bring my nice sweater to the dry cleaner the next day, and even though I didn't eat the vegetables there, bam. That's what a successful gluttony birthday dinner looks like. And I also saw that maybe you were at the Big Texan in Amarillo, Texas. I think it was you. I swear I saw a picture of you sitting at that table, like raised above all the other tables. I know Amarillo's like not easy to get to. It's in the little hat part of Texas there. On this specific day, I think I became like the 7,895th person to ever complete the steak meal. Now, in 2010, I totally failed. But yes, I got my redemption in 2013 there. And then, you know what? I definitely say I commend you. Yes, the Packy One Chip Challenge, I consumed 4. I think I consumed 4 Packy One Chips. And it felt like it was going to burn a hole through my stomach. But yes, I added also Mad Dog 357 Plutonium 9 to the world's spiciest ramen noodles. And that was my reaction. And your reaction was way better. You handled it, again, like I said, like an absolute boss. So as you continue on your journey of music and writing music about eating and competitive eating and stuff. I just hope that, well, fair enough. Just like in my YouTube videos to where I do the robot dance. I hope, Bouj, that you keep your bearings straight at all times, eh? You were definitely at a place in like Manitoba, Canada, eh? For the song Gluttony there. And hopefully, you know what? You should definitely set goals for yourself. And I'm pretty sure you did shout me out. Maybe you can train for spice. Like I take like dried ghost peppers, dried Carolina Reaper peppers, fresh habanero peppers, and I chew on them like bubble gum. And another great way to strengthen your jaw, there's like bazooka bubble gum. It's like a hard gum that's hard to chew, and you got to put like 10 pieces in your mouth, and you got to like chomp down on the gum. Now, like during a contest, it really does help your jaw strength. Actually, during a rib contest in Connecticut at Mohegan Sun Casino, I actually almost bit through my finger till my finger started to bleed. So that's a great way to strengthen your jaw. Now, but I was going to say, hopefully that Smokin' Ed Curry, the creator of the Carolina Reaper, maybe you should try and break the Guinness World Records title for most Carolina Reapers consumed in 1 minute. Now, I consumed 14 fresh peppers. The record, that equated to 69 grams. The record is like 240 grams of peppers. So for the entire minute, you got to be like eating a pepper, which is insane. My nose started to bleed. It felt like I had smoke coming out of my ears. Fair enough. I would definitely say rapidly consuming fresh peppers, in my opinion, is not gluttony. It's just stupidity. And you know what? That was a great sound bite. You can add that to your maybe updated gluttony music video. I don't know, but do I appreciate you? Absolutely. Do I appreciate your style? Yes. I appreciate your consistency. It seems like you haven't posted a video in a while, but you are definitely a talented musician. You handled your spice better than I ever did. And exactly. To be able to create songs, like play instruments and like relate the music to what you're doing in the video, I think that's a pretty cool thing. So, you know what? Is it possible to use the gluttony in a video in the future? Never say never. Can I guarantee it? No. At this time, no, I can't. But if and when, I will reach out and ask permission. But I appreciate your offer. Thank you for allowing me to learn more about you and your talents that you have, good sir. Now, not only competitive eating, but music. So hopefully, you know what, maybe don't drink beer, Bouj, but if you do, I raise my beer and I say, cheers, appreciate your support. Shout out to Furious Pete as well. To gluttony. To gluttony. And another great movie that relates to gluttony, well, I guess the movie Seven relates to the 7 deadly sins. That's where like the guy had to eat and then he like died because he ate too much. To health. To health. I appreciate you. I have no idea what the hell I just said, but keep on keeping on. Health and happiness to you and your family here in 2023. And of course, here today, good sir, this is the LA Beast, shouting out Bouj. I'm shouting out his song Gluttony, and I'm saying, right here, right now, have a good day.